observe this question number 12. What they are asking. Find sets A, B, C such that A intersection B, B intersection C, A intersection C are non-empty sets, and A intersection B intersection C is empty set. Here they are asking us to find three sets ABC such that A intersection B, B intersection C, A intersection C are non-empty set. That means not empty sets. At the same time, when we do intersection of all three sets, we must get empty set. Let's find out some examples. Actually, these are the things I am just finding randomly. You may find some other different sets also. I'll take set A as 0, 1. Okay. And set B as 1, 2. Set C as 2, 0. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll calculate A intersection B. A intersection B. A intersection B. Okay, you observe what are the common elements in set A as well as set B. One is the element which is common in both. So, A intersection B is singleton set 1. In the same way, I'll calculate B intersection C. Okay, B intersection C. First, I'll write set B 1, 2 intersection set C 2, 0. In these two sets, you observe which element is common. 2 is common in both. So, B intersection C is 2. Now, you calculate A intersection C. What is set A? Set A is 0, 1. Intersection, what is set C? Set C is 2, 0. What is A intersection C? What element is common in both? 0 is the element which is common in both. So, what you will get here? 0. You can observe A intersection B is non-empty. B intersection C is also non-empty. A intersection C also non-empty. Now, you calculate A intersection B intersection C. Okay. So, what is set A? Set A is 0, 1. Intersection, what is set B? Set B is 1, 2. Intersection, what is set C? Set C is 2, 0. You identify the elements which are common. You identify the elements which are common in all three sets. If you take 0, 0 is present in two sets only, which is not present in all three sets. We need to find the elements which are common in all the sets. If I take 1, 1 is present in these two sets only. 1 is not present in this set. If an element present in all three sets, that element only comes in A intersection B intersection C. You cannot find any element which is present in all three sets. So, A intersection B intersection C is a null set. So, here this is the example. What they are asking, find sets ABC satisfying these conditions. So, here this is one example which satisfies all these conditions. I hope you understand this solution. Now move to 13th question. You observe, in this type of questions, understanding the question is the tricky part. In a survey of 600 students, a survey is done for 600 students in a school. Okay, 150 students were found to be taking tea. 150 students were found they are taking tea. Okay, 225 taking coffee. Okay, 100 were taking both tea and coffee. Find how many of students were taking neither tea nor coffee. That means the survey is done on 600 students. Na? In the 600 students, how many students were taking neither tea nor coffee? Okay, before that, let me write some given data. Later, I'll try to explain clearly. Here, the students who are taking tea are there. So, I'll write number of students who are taking tea. What we are considering? Number of students taking tea. Number of students taking tea as n of t. Here, in the question they given, 150 students were found to be taking tea. So, n of t is what? N of t is 150. Here they given t na, so here n of t is 150. That means this part, in this part total 150 members are there who are taking tea. Further, if we see 225 taking coffee. You observe this, I written that number of students taking coffee. This is also let only. I am taking like this. Number of students who are taking coffee as n of c. From now onwards in this question, n of c means number of students who are taking coffee. In the question they given that 225 taking coffee. So I'll write here 225. Okay. Here 100 were taking both tea and coffee. 100 were taking both tea and coffee. That means they given n of t intersection c. N of t intersection c is 100. 100 were taking both tea and coffee. Okay. Find how many students were taking neither tea nor coffee. Here simple thing, man. Here they given n of t intersection c is 100. Na? See, this is the zone. We know that number of people who are taking both tea and coffee. They given that this zone is 100. Okay. So here I'll write 100 first. Next point. Number of students who are taking tea is 150. That means you observe this full. The number of students who are taking tea is 150. This full is 150. In this full, this part is 100 now. So obviously this part will be 50 because n of t is 150 now. I hope you are understanding. So the number of people who are taking tea only, if that is the question, then answer is 50. The number of students who are taking tea only, if they ask, from this 150 you need to remove 100, you will get 50. Okay. And they given that number of students who are taking coffee is 225. That means this is number of students who are taking coffee. This is given as 225. In this 225, this part is for 100. Then what about this part? This part is 125. 125 plus 100 is 225. So the number of students who are taking coffee only is 125. Here the point is find how many students were taking neither tea nor coffee. Actually, that students present in this zone, please try to understand. In a survey, total 600 students are there. Actually, this n of universal set. N of universal set. That means number of students are taken on 600 students. So, this full is 600 students. Please try to understand. This full is 600 students. Okay. Where are the students who are taking neither tea nor coffee? You observe in this zone, whoever the students are present, they were not taking tea, they were not taking coffee. I need to calculate this number. How to get this number? Very simple. This full is 600. Na? From this 600, if I remove this, then I'll get number of students who are taking neither tea nor coffee. So I'll write number of students taking neither tea nor coffee equal to, here total survey done on 600 students. Na? From 600, if I remove this part, whatever the remaining part is there, in this part the students are there who are neither taking coffee nor tea, right? So 600 minus 50 plus 100 plus 125. Okay, that equal to 600 minus, here 50 plus 100 is 150. 150 plus 125, 275, right? So 600 minus 275. 600 minus 275 is 325. So the number of students who are taking neither tea nor coffee equal to 325. I hope you understand this solution. 100 students know Hindi. 50 students know English. 25 know both. Okay, here two languages are there, Hindi, English. Each of the student knows either Hindi or English. This is important point. Each of the students in a group, each of the student knows either Hindi or English. Whoever the members are there in group, each of the groups each of the student knows either Hindi or English. Okay, in that group, if I take one person, one student, that person knows either Hindi or English. Okay, how many students were there in a group? Okay, you observe here, I taken let number of students who knows Hindi, I taken it as n of h. In this problem, n of h means number of students who knows Hindi. Here in the question they given that 100 students knows Hindi. So here n of h is 100. Now, and they given that 50 know English. You observe here, I written number of students who knows English. I taken it as n of e. They given that 50 know English. So I'll write here 50. And if you can observe that 25 know both, that means n of h intersection e is 25. H intersection E means the number of people who know Hindi as well as English is 25. This data they given. Now what they are asking, how many students are there in a group? Here this is the important point. Each of the student knows either Hindi or English in that group. That means how many people are there in group means n of H union E. If I take like this, what is this n of H union E? The number of people who knows Hindi or English. The number of people who knows Hindi or English. Here in a group, each of the student knows either Hindi or English. That means to calculate how many number of people are there, how many number of students are there in a group, if you calculate n of H union E, this is enough, because number of people who knows Hindi or English they are asking. Na? In a group, each student knows either Hindi or English. So finding how many students are there in the group is nothing but first find number of students who knows either Hindi or English. From that we can easily say number of students in that group. Okay, so here n of H union E we need to calculate. We have direct formula for this. N of H plus n of E minus n of H intersection E. Okay, n of H union E we need to calculate. N of H they given in the question as 100 and n of E they given it as 50 plus 50 minus n of H intersection E is 25 minus 25. 100 plus 50, 150. 150 minus 25, 125. So, number of students who knows Hindi or English equal to 125. Here, from this only we can say number of students in the group is 125. Therefore, I will conclude number of students in the group equal to 125. I hope you understand this solution. You observe this question number 15. In this question, understanding the question is tricky part. You observe what is the given data. In a survey of 60 people, it was found that 25 people read newspaper H. So, what I'll do here, I'll write one by one what the given data. 25 read newspaper H they given. I'll write n of H. In this question, n of H means number of people who read newspaper H. They given 25 read newspaper H. So, I written that n of H is 25. Okay. And they given 26 read newspaper T. Okay. I'll write that also. N of T is 20. 26 read newspaper T. Okay. After that they given 26 read newspaper I. Okay. N of I is given as 26. 26. Okay. Now, if you observe further this one, 9 read both H and I. 9 read both H and I. That means N of H intersection I. N of H intersection I equal to 9. Okay. And 11 read both H and T. 11 read both H and T. N of H intersection T equal to 11. Okay. And 8 read T and I. N of T intersection I equal to 8. Okay. And this is the important in this question. What they given? 3 read all newspapers. 3 read all newspaper. That means n of h intersection t intersection I. They given it as 3. 3 read all 3 newspapers. This is going to play crucial role here. Okay. Now, what they are asking, find the number of people who read at least one of the newspaper. At least one of the newspaper. See, by this time, as this is miscellaneous exercise, we are almost all at the end of miscellaneous exercise. After reading the first bit, we can understand that they are asking us to calculate n of h union t union I. Okay, we have formula for n of h union t union I. What is the formula for n of h union t union I? What is the formula? The formula is n of h plus n of t plus n of I minus n of h intersection t minus n of t intersection I minus n of I intersection h plus n of h intersection t intersection h. This first bit is actually very direct problem. So you just write the values. We know what is n of h. N of h is 25. N of t is 26. N of I is also 26. You write those things. 25 plus 26 plus 26 minus n of h intersection t. N of h intersection t is 11. N of t intersection I is 8. N of h intersection I is 9. So what I need to write here, h intersection t is 11 minus t intersection I. T intersection I is 8 minus I intersection h is 9 plus n of h intersection t intersection h. H intersection t intersection I is 3. Okay. Just given data I substituted. So here 25 plus 26 plus 26 is what? This is 77. Okay. 77 plus 3. 77 plus 3. If we add all these things, 77 plus 3 is 80. So you will get 80 here. 80 minus of, you observe, you need to add these three things. What you will get? 11 plus 9 is 20. 20 plus 8 is 28. So here minus 28 you will get. So what we want now? 80 minus 28. 80 minus 28 equal to 52. So for the first bit, the answer is 52. I hope you understand this. You observe the second bit, the number of people who read exactly one newspaper. The number of people who read exactly one newspaper. Many students confused to understand this problem. Actually, it is very easy if we do this problem with the help of Venn diagram. First, I'll write the given data from the question. See, this is the given data from the question. In this is very important. In this is very important. H intersection T intersection I is 3. In this zone is there. I hope you can see this. This is the zone in which all 3 newspapers are there. 3 read all newspapers, right? Okay. Now you observe this zone. What is this part? This part is number of people who read H and T. The number of people who read H and T. That means H and T, you can look here, H and T is given as 11 here, right? This part is 11. So 11 minus 3 is what? 11 minus 3 is 8. So here I'll write this as 8. Now what is this part? This part is T intersection I. You look here, T intersection I is 8. As this is 3, so this will be 5. So I'll write 5 here. Okay. Now you observe what is this part. This is H intersection I. H intersection I is given as 9. As already this is 3, this part is 6. Okay. Now important thing is what they are asking in the question. The number of people who read exactly one newspaper. You see, in this zone, whoever the people are there, they read only H. In this zone, whoever the people are there, they read only H. This you need to calculate. This is number of people who read T only, who read newspaper T only. In this zone, whoever are there, they read only newspaper I, only I. So first I'll calculate this red color part 1, and then if I add all these three parts, what I'll get? The number of people who read exactly one newspaper I'll get. I hope you understand the point now. Okay, so first I want to calculate this one, the number of people who read H only. So I'll write here, who read H only. Right, how to calculate that? This n of H is given 25 na? 25 minus 8 plus 3 plus 6. Okay, here I'll write this, 25 minus of 8 plus 3 plus 6. If I calculate this, I'll get number of people who read H only. Okay, this equal to, so 25 minus 8 plus 3 plus 6 is 17. So 25 minus 17 is what? 25 minus 17 is 8. So you observe here, this zone I got. The number of people who read H only is 8. Okay. Now this is important. Actually we are looking for this part. This part is there. Na? This part I got it as 8. Very good. Now I want to calculate this part. The number of people who read T only. So here n of T only. Actually here n of T they given as 26 na. From 26 if I subtract these numbers, then I'll get this part. Okay. So 26 minus of 8 plus 3 plus 5, that equal to 26 minus here 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 plus 5 is 16. Okay, so 26 minus 16 is 10. So I got this zone as 10. So the number of people who read T only is T. Now number of people who read I only. So here you see here this full they given as 26 in the question. From 26 I'll remove these things, 26 minus of 6 plus 3 plus 5, that equal to 26 minus 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 5 is 14. 26 minus 14 is 12. Okay, so I got this part as 12. I got this part as 12. Okay, so the point is what they are asking in the question, the number of people who read exactly one newspaper. That means whatever the colored part is there here, that we want. So number of people who read exactly one newspaper equal to. Therefore, the number of people who read exactly one newspaper equal to 8 plus 10 plus 12. You observe here 8 plus 10 plus 12. So what you will get here, 12 plus 8 is 20, 20 plus 10 is 30. So the number of people who read exactly one newspaper is 30. I hope you understand this solution. Observe the question. In a survey, it was found that 21 people like product A. The number of people who liked product A is 21. So I'll write that first. N of A means the number of people who liked product A. It is given as 21. So the same thing I written here. N of A is 21. This is set A, this is set B, this is set C. Next, 26 liked product B. That means N of B is what? N of B is 26. Okay. What about N of C? 29 liked product C they given. So N of C is 29. Okay. Here what they are asking, you try to understand. Find how many liked product C only. Where is the product C only part? You observe. See, this is the part. Here the people who like product C only. This is the set C. Here I want to calculate this part. After reading the question, I understand that I need to calculate this part. The number of people who like product C only. For this, if you observe here, 8 liked all 3 products they given. 8 liked all 3 products. So first you write in this diagram 8 liked all 3 products. Na? So this is the zone. It can be understood easily. This is the zone. In this zone, whoever are there, they like all 3 products. In the question they given 8 liked all 3 products. This is important one. Actually, to calculate this zone, I need this number as well as this number. What is this? This is number of people who liked product B and C. You observe the question, where are the people who liked both B and C? You look here, 14 liked product B and C. 14 liked product B and C. So I'll write that n of B intersection C equal to 14. 14 like the product B and C. So this full part is 14. Already here this part is 8. So what is this? This will be 6. 8 plus 6 is 14. So here I got this as 6. Now I need to calculate this one. What is this full part actually? This is the number of people who like product A and C. Where are the people who like product A and C? You look here. 12 people liked product A and C. 12 people liked product A and C. N of A intersection C equal to 12. N of A intersection C. Where is A intersection C? This is A intersection C. This A intersection C is 12. Actually, we have 8 here, so this will be 4. Okay, so this is 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. Right. Now, the number of people, what they are asking in the question, how many liked product C only? Product C only. I'll write here. Number of people who liked only C is, this full is what? This full is 29. From 29, if I subtract these numbers, then obviously I'll get C only now. So what I'll write here, this is 29 minus of 4 plus 8 plus 6. I hope you understand. 29 minus of 4 plus 6 10, 10 plus 8 18, 29 minus 18, 29 minus 18 is 11. So the number of people who like product C only is 11. So no need to write all given data in the question. So what they are asking us to calculate number of people who like product C only. In this way, this problem I did with the help of Venn diagram. So with the help of Venn diagram, you can understand the question very easily instead of going with formula method. I hope you understand this solution. With this, all miscellaneous exercise problems are completed. See, compared to exercise problems, miscellaneous exercise problems are little difficult. Practicing once or twice is necessary for miscellaneous exercise problems in sets chapter. After this, you are going to find videos on JEE as well as all state level competitive examinations like KCET, Maharashtra CET and MSET, such type of examinations.